We respect the decisions of the courts. The highest court in the land have decided that the chant, kill the Boer, kill the farmer, equate, as it would have been defined as part of the history struggle songs, that in terms of that judgment, it is very clear that there is nothing that seeks to suggest anything else other than it being a chant. And that's what the Constitutional Court has resolved. And we hope that those who brought the matter before the Constitutional Court can find peace at that. As the ANC, we're not chanting kill the Boer, kill the farmer, because we don't believe it is relevant at the present moment. But we wouldn't stop others from chanting. It is not banned, it is not illegal, as it is now defined by the Constitutional Court. But as an ANC, we don't think that chanting that slogan is relevant to the cause at the present moment. We wouldn't chant that slogan. Neither will we actually water it down by saying kiss the Boer. Because when we chant that slogan, it had a particular meaning about guerrillas who were fighting across the Limpopo, coming back home, and then confronting the commandos in the battlefront, particularly in the Limpopo, and being killed there, infiltrating the country and coming back home. The background to it then meant, as a chant in the camps, as we prepared to infiltrate the country, the slogan came up, kill the Boer, kill the farmer, because these farmers were acting as commandos of the South African Defence Force, which belonged to apartheid. We don't have commandos now. We don't have defense force. We don't have threats of farmers who are collaborating with an unjust state. We have a democratic state. So for us in the ANC, there's no justification to insist on singing kill the Boer and kill the farmer. The focus for us now is transformation, and transformation the economy for the best interest of others. But we cannot prescribe to other political parties with what they must sing, what they must chant, what they cannot chant. So that's where we stand in relation to that matter.
Very much. I will take
the question about EFF, GNU has not collapsed. We are committed to the GNU. And in this particular instance, we have also read about the views of the EFF in the public and all of that. But the GNU has not actually collapsed. So we can't come to the discussion about the future of governance in the country when nothing has actually changed. So we still where we are in terms of the government of national unity. So as to whether or not we will work with the EFF or any other political party going into the future, we have invited the EFF to the GNU right from the inception. So there's never been an issue from our part about the rejection of the EFF, and it is the EFF that said they wouldn't participate for the reasons that they have provided, and they had the red lines in terms of the things that were non-negotiable on their part, and everybody else had their own non-negotiables. And then we said, as the ANC, we are moving in this direction. As much as there were many options on the table, we chose this one. And we've got reasons why we did that. We did that for South Africa. We did that for national interest. And we could have gone for a partnership with one or two political parties, but we decided to work with everybody. And for the best interest of South Africans. If people take themselves out of the process that seeks to embrace everyone else, it is their choice, not the ANC's choice. We remain committed. And we have said from the beginning that the GNU is not a melting pot. We've got parties from different backgrounds ideologically, who have never worked together, will never work together going forward, but we have chose South Africa over narrow party political interest. And that's what we have chosen. So we're still on that path. And the other one?
Replacement for Rasool.
The president will deal with that in government. It's not an ANC call. We have long deferred such matters to government. As much as you believe that the ANC deploys ambassadors and all of that, we too, like all others, we can make our own submissions to the president. We have given the president the sole and exclusive right to deal with the matters of deployment of diplomats of our country. That's why we must dispel the myth that diplomats are ANC people. There are many people from political parties, even now, in our foreign missions, who don't come from the ANC, who have served, who are serving others, and others have served, even from the DA. Tony Leon was an ambassador in Argentina. We can mention the list. Even before Tony Leon, there were others. So it has never been a focus on political. We look at government, we believe, must look at South Africans who can serve us good as a country internationally. And that's what is important. Of course, you might find a lot of ANC people whom you know, some were former ministers who are actually deployed. That in itself, it is informed by the criteria the president employs to deploy people. But even before people are deployed, they are trained in our country as diplomats by Foreign Affairs. So that's what has actually happened. I've explained at the beginning that as we go back, we will reflect on the global situation and domestic, and the president will deliver the political overview. And that political overview cannot escape the question of the budget, including giving a feedback on our discussions with everybody around the budget. Obviously, the NEC, in its wisdom, will ventilate and deal with that matter. At the end of this meeting, we will assert the ANC position on the matter, guided by the NEC. If there's anything new from what we have asserted earlier on when the budget was passed, but should anything arise